The game of virtual reality, the purpose of it is to set your vibrational tone apart from something that may be happening in the moment. And the reason that we offered the game is because we saw physical humans who were today offering a vibration based on something that didn't happen today. They were offering a vibration today, sometimes based on something that happened 20 years ago. Sometimes they were offering a vibration today based on something that they don't even remember that happened 20 years ago, but it happened 20 years ago and then they've just thought similar thoughts every day since. So today they're still offering a vibration even though it has nothing to do with who they are and what they now want. So we thought that it would be good to divulge to all of you that the vibration that you're offering is because of whatever you're focused upon. And that the universe responds to it, whether it's something that you are focused upon in your reality or something you're conjuring in your mind. In other words, it does not matter why you offer the vibration, what's causing you to offer the vibration. The fact that you are offering it makes it your point of attraction. So we thought that it might be worthwhile to sort of stimulate some of you to the awareness that you could start conjuring on a regular basis for no good reason other than the only good reason, which is to feel good while you do it, and that you could set the tone of your vibration so that you could be standing in reality in a place of poverty, in a place of broken relationship, in a place of broken body, in a place of confusion. You could be standing with some of that or all of that in your now. And you could ignore now by conjuring a fantasy and getting so good at conjuring it that you feel good when you conjure it and you do it often. And you could shift the vibration of your being from the reality to something quite different, and the universe would respond to you as if you were already there. So that the transfer from a place you don't want to be to a place that you do want to be is as easy as imagining in your mind. Virtual reality is saying, since I'm thinking about finances and feeling bad, rather than taking the subject of finances and trying to shift the vibration of that into something that feels good, which usually isn't very likely because I've been beating the drum of not enough money, and now all of a sudden for me to start beating the drum of enough money, it's not going to happen very quickly. So why not pick my favorite place that I can imagine being and just go there for a moment to give myself the relief of beating this drum? Because law of allowing says that you don't have to talk about the subject of your desire. You've already talked about the subject of your desire. All you got to do is stop talking about the resistance of the subject of your desire. So if you'll stop talking about not enough money and start talking about the flowers in the garden, while you're talking about the flowers in the garden, you're not offering resistance about not enough money. And that was the purpose of virtual reality, to show yourself firsthand that you could lift yourself vibrationally from the problems and dilemmas that you are living long enough to allow them to leave you. The only thing that causes them to keep coming is that you keep them activated in your vibration. So virtual reality is just one more game where you can hold yourself in a vibrational place where you allow what you're wanting to come to you, you see. We don't think that talking about money when you believe you don't have enough is a way to shift that vibration. We think you're better off talking about other things that feel better. This is the thing that physical beings have the most difficulty with. You are so used to taking your issue and working on it. And what we want you to realize is when you work on your issue, you activate it where it already is. So you just sort of justify the lack of what you want for a longer period of time. So the game of virtual reality is just another game where you distract yourself from what is bothering you long enough that you allow the universe to yield to you what it is already attempting to yield to you if you were not beating the drum that is not allowing it in. Your desire for this money, your desire for this physical condition, your desire has already been received by universal forces and is already being answered. And anything that you can do to keep yourself from being in a place of resistance of that is very good work to do, you see. We love it when you discover that you don't have to take some issue and wrestle it to the ground and kill it. We love it when you realize that the wrestling that has already taken place has launched a desire, and that the desire is like a rocket shooting to the boundaries of the universe, and that universal forces have heard it and believe it and agree with it and are working on it. In other words, your work is really done in terms of launching creation, and now your work truly is to relax and allow the well-being to flow, because well-being is the order of this universe. And unless you are doing something to mess it up By worrying about something, well-being will be the balance of your life experience.